Ooh, we're up to 20 of you watching.
Wait, is this?
So this is for you to just mark like your territory. You don't have to use the map though.
Okay, because I'm not reading.
Michelle is here and will be teaching class for you all today. We gave her some nice mood lighting. It's mysterious. Yeah. You just anytime you wander back that way, if you wander back that way, we off, but
Right.
let's look at it.
14. Also,
Okay.
Okay, cool. I think, because I'm a little talker anyway, I don't want to compete. I already kind of do general sense. But yeah. Cool.
I am going to be out here. I don't want to turn it off. Holy smokes, there's 54 people watching right now. I feel so, we're so cool.
questions that have come up. How do we pay you for the free live streaming classes? Well, they're free, so you don't have to. But if you're trying to support small businesses, we really appreciate it. This goes for the live humans here and the people online. You can buy gift cards at places. You can buy 15 class packs here that never expire. That helps us keep a little bit of revenue generating and paying our teachers. But all in all, we're not panicking here at Yoga Heights. We're gonna weather this storm and be okay. But we really appreciate the support of people like reaching out and just letting us know, you know, we're fighting for you, we're here with you. It's great. There are some comments. They're saying, thank you, we're excited. This is so nice. Cool, people are excited. All right, so with that, we're gonna start and Michelle's gonna lead an amazing class, so enjoy.
We have a few more people coming in, so we might have to like adjust a little bit. Do you, you two maybe come? Okay, so you're just on the camera, right? What if you guys scoot over just a tiny bit so there's going to be one more person there? It might even. Hi. We're doing a live stream of this yoga class, so you're going to be up here in camera or. Okay. All right, hi everyone. So as you all know by now, this is live streaming. So that means that I am going to pretty much occupy the space up here. I'll be walking around much, and I'll do my best to make it so that we can all hear. Just trying for me. Let's start off lying down. And we're going to do a thing with our arms as we lie down. So get a comfortable leg position first, anything you want. Then take your arms straight toward the ceiling. So the fingertips point at the ceiling. Turn your palms to face one another. Pull the shoulder joints, the arm bones really down to the floor. Then bend your elbows and grab them with the opposite hand. Now take all of that behind your head. And try to rest this. So it might not be easy to keep hold of your elbows. You can let your hands slide down toward your wrists. But try to bring the elbows into and shoulders into a place of relaxation. Then take a couple deep breaths into your chest. Let the chest expand. Let the heart center open. And down through your armpits. And continue to let the arm bones just kind of fall into the shape. And as you move your breath into your chest like this, expand across the chest, take it into the backs of the shoulders to the shoulder blades. Just really expanding that upper part of your torso, then slowly moving the breath down into your ribs and lower abdomen. Then continue to move the breath down into your legs just to make sure that you're not tensing hips, thighs, relax your feet. And at the same time that you're breathing and relaxing, build your breath. So fuller inhales and more conscious exhales. Relaxing any physical tension, any mental tension. Try to let go of everything else going on in life. And just be here right now, in your body, with your breath, nothing more. Alright, now slowly undo the elbows, reach down, grab your knees and bring them into your chest. Lift up your head and shoulders. Squeeze into a ball shape while taking the shoulders into the opposite shape. Round out, full spine. Now lay the head and shoulders down. Rock a little from side to side. And then rock back to center. Squeeze the knees in one more time. Then cross your ankles and rock up into a seat. And rock right over into table. And we're going to do one more thing with the shoulders here. So get into table so the knees are under hips, wrists are under shoulders. And as we do this, try to keep the hips just as they are, because they're really easily able to move from side to side as you do this. So keep them stable. Put the left hand on your face. Isolate the movement to your upper body as you raise your right arm and look up. And just open across the chest. And keep taking that arm up and back. And we're going to do moving thread the needle. So take that arm down and thread it down under the left. Hover about an inch above the floor and inhale back up. And continue to move like this. Inhaling and exhaling, just go at your own breath pace. Good. Then the next time that you go up into the open position, hold it for one extra breath, then put the hand down and switch sides. So even everything out, then move the opposite hand, right hand under your face. Keep your hips stable, lift your left arm, hang on here for a breath or two to open, feel this twist, then exhale to drive it through. Inhale, take it up, and keep moving. Pay special attention so the hips stay in place. Inhaling up, exhaling through. You can bend that right elbow as much as you want to take it over. And the next time you go up, stay up, open and stretch an extra breath. Then put the hand down, back to table. And we'll take this into down dog, so spread your fingers, curl your toes, push your hips down onto your heels, lift up, downward facing dog. Energize now, down through your arm bones into your hands. Use that to lift the hips higher, press the heels lower, and continue to open across the heart center by pressing your breastbone toward your knees, getting that lift in the hips. Pedal your feet if you need some extra leg stretch. All right, now walk the feet up to the top of the mat. Once you're there, again, grab your elbows above your head and hang. Maybe swing. Just do that same arm shape you had earlier. Try to relax the shoulders into that framed position. Lower the head completely, relax the back of the neck, jaw. Then keep that elbow position and inhale all the way up. So once you come to standing, your arms above your head, just get that stretch. Lift your chin, lean back slightly, then undo the arms. And come into Tadasana Mountain Pose. So stand tall, root down through your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway, look forward. Exhale, press your palms flat and go into Chaturanga. Step or float, halfway down. Inhale, upward dog, foot and toes, lift through your chin. Exhale, flip the toes, press up and back. Release the weight of your head. On your next inhale, step or hop the feet back up to the top of the mat into a half fold to lengthen the spine. Exhale into a complete fold. Inhale, reach up. Reach your arms high. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, round two, take it up. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, part way, lengthen that spine. Exhale, root your palms to step or float into Chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, upward dog, point your toes, lengthen through your chin. Exhale, flip the toes, press up and back to down dog. Once again, use the energy of your arms to send weight up through the hips, down through the legs and heels. And once you give enough energy to the arms, pressing the body weight back, you can share the effort of down dog between your arms and legs equally. So kind of feel that happening. Breath. Now inhale, step or hop back up to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, back to center. Keep going. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, step or hop the feet back up to the top. Lengthen forward. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, reach all the way up. This time, keep your arms up. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your tailbone. Pull the knuckles straight down. Squeeze your palms together. Lift your chin and fold. Now drop the weight of your head. Take your arms away from your back for another shoulder stretch. Feel your heart center moving forward. Your shoulder blades gently wrapping toward one another. Good, now release the hands to the floor. Inhale, halfway up to a flat back. Exhale, step your left foot to the back of the mat. Lower that knee down, point the toe. Raise your arms for crescent lunge. Reach up with your heart and chin. Exhale, palms back to the ground. Step to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Now put the left foot between your hands. Lower the back knee, raise your arms. Exhale, palms to the ground. Step up to the top of the mat and fold. Release the weight of your head. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, back to center. And release your arms at your sides with your toes touching. We're going to go to chair pose. So bend the knees, lift the arms. As you lift the arms, take the arm bones back, maybe just out of your peripheral vision. Scoop your abs in. Exhale, fold. Straighten the knees. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Back bend. Point your toes. Exhale, flip the toes. Lift the hips to down dog. Now step your right foot into high lunge. Foot up between the hands and raise your arms again. Take the arm bones slightly back. Then put the palms on the ground. Chaturanga. Step right into it. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Then the left foot steps up. High lunge. Exhale, palms to the ground. Chaturanga. Step and lower at the same time. Inhale, over the heart. Hold the breast bone forward. Exhale, up and back to downward facing. We'll take some breaths here, so lower your head. Completely drop the back of the neck and your jaw. And breathe. Come back to that awareness of just you and your breath here and now. And on your next inhale, step or hop to the top of the mat and go flat back. Exhale, fold over. With your toes touching, come back to chair pose. Bend your knees, lift your arms. Exhale, straighten your knees, hands to your heart. And reach your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step the right foot to the back of the mat. We'll come up to high lunge again, this time for our first held standing posture. So again, reach up through your arms and slightly pull them back. Again, just out of your peripheral vision, but if they don't quite go, just make that effort. Heart lifts, hips are low, straight back knee. Then feel what the shoulder does as you open this into warrior two. Winds the arms out as you pin the back heel down. So a little lower, look over your right fingertips and let the shoulders fall away from the neck. Let's sit your hips just a little lower down. Inhale, reach over the thigh and bring your forearm to your thigh or your hand to the ground. Take your top arm beside your ear. Good. Now use that top arm to lengthen your whole side body. Now wrap that top arm behind your back for a half bind. You can maybe tuck it into your thigh if you can reach. Keep the hips low, and if you want, bind fully by taking the other arm under your thigh and grabbing hands at your hip crease. But roll the chest up and away from your hips. Chin away from your throat to unlock it. And now look down at your foot, bring both hands to the inside of it. Lift the back heel and lift your left arm for a twist. Just turn the spine the other way. Still, as you twist, keep the spine long. Lengthen the chest through the chin. And exhale, put the palm on the ground. Step to the top of the mat, hold. Release your head. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step the left foot to the back of the mat. Rise to high lunge. Come up. And start right here, getting the hips low. Arms high, spine tall. Then let the shoulders open out into warrior two. Pivot the back heel down. Sit low in the bend of the front knee. Track that knee toward your middle toe. And once you're kind of in the shape of warrior two, you've been here for a moment, your body's a bit used to it. Go a little further. And reach out. Elbow to thigh or hand inside the foot. Top arm next to your ear. Same with this one. Once you're in it, you establish the position. Get a little extra length by reaching more through that left arm. Then take it behind your back. Half bind. Remain there or full bind under the thigh. But lean the torso back. Okay, creating length here in the front of the spine. Keep the breath fired up. Good. Now look down at the foot, bring both hands to the inside of it, lift your back heel, lift your right arm, twist into the right thigh. Keep length, low hips. Exhale, palm to the ground. Now either step to down dog or move through a vinyasa, through chaturanga, up dog to down. All right, take a couple breaths here, lifting hips. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up in the air. Just get a good lift. Point the toe up. Then step that foot all the way up between your hands. Ground your back heel. We'll go into warrior one. Here too, same as last sequence. Once you've established the pose, get a little lower down. Reach up a little taller. And lock down, especially the outer edge of your back foot for this next one. And exhale, interlace your hands behind your tailbone again. Squeeze the palms together. Draw the knuckles down, open the heart, lift your chin. Exhale, fold to the inside of your foot. Bring your head to the ground or toward the ground. And lift the arms away from your back. If the hips can go a little lower, send them down. Breathe. Now release both hands to the inside of the foot. Lift the back heel. Keep the hips really low. Then reach your right arm under your right thigh and out like a wing. You can stay there or add the left arm. Chest and chin forward, gaze forward. If you want to, you can even bind behind your back. Keep the shoulders facing down and breathe. Iron cross pose. 2 more breaths. Very good. Now release the hands to the inside of the foot. And keep the hands inside the foot and step the left foot outside the left hand. Turn the toes out, sit down and squat. Open up the knees with your elbows. Press the thumbs right to your breastbone. Get a tall spine. Now put the right hand down, kind of out in front of the right foot. Inhale, left arm, open across the chest. Stay here, or once again, you can bind behind the back and across the front of the shin. Gaze up toward the ceiling. Keep that length in your spine. Always, when you're twisting especially, keep your chin away from your throat. Good. Come back to center and put the palms down on the ground. Hands about mat distance wide or shoulders distance wide. Hips up. Knees onto the upper arms. Look forward, lean forward, and maybe take the toes up for crow pose. And from your crow, you can make your way to down dog however you want. You can launch, you can step, chaturanga, or straight to down dog. Just make your way. And once we get to down dog, we'll meet there. So pause, stretch out, and reconnect with your breath. Now lift the left leg up in the air behind you. Get that stretch. Point the toe up, really lift it. Exhale, step that foot between your hands. Ground your back heel for warrior one. Lift up. Maybe take the hips a little lower. Reach up a little higher. Again, connect that outer edge of your back foot. Hands behind you. Hold the knuckles down. Lift your heart and chin. Leave hips even a little lower. Then go down for humble warrior. Head to the floor, arms away from your back. And even if your head doesn't touch the floor, just let it drop down towards it. You don't have to hold the neck up at all here. Exhale, release the hands to the inside of the foot, lift the back heel. And here, get your hips even lower, really let them descend, but keep your back knee lifted. Duck the left arm under the left thigh, right arm out. Stay here or bind behind your back. All right, release that, both hands to the inside of the foot. Step the right foot outside the right hand, and down into a squat. Again, use your elbows to open up your knees, heart forward, thumbs to your heart, and press the left hand down. Raise your right arm up. Remaining here, or bind. And release. Come back to center. Same thing. Just gonna make our way to crow pose. So pressure palms down. Lift hips up, foot knees on elbows, look forward, lean forward, maybe lift the toes. And it really doesn't matter if they lift or not, just make the effort, and when you feel ready to go to down dog, create your own vinyasa to get there. Straight to it, through chaturanga, up to you. And once you're up and down dog, take the time to stretch out, relax your head, and reconnect to breathing. And now slide yourself forward so that your shoulders are over your wrists and plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way down to your abdomen. Once there, point your toes, keep your hands in place, keep them right where they are. Elbows in. Few rounds of cobra. So with your toes pointed, touch the big toes together. On an inhale, lift your chin, lift your chest. You can stay in low cobra or come up to full cobra. Keep a slight bend in the elbows and drag the shoulders down away from your neck. Chin away from your throat. Breath. Exhale, come down. Keep your hands in place, but relax. One more round. Inhale, peel up. Stay in low cobra or go to full cobra. And this time, pull your upper middle spine forward toward your breastbone. Again, shoulders down, chin up. Breathe all the way down to your lower abdomen. Exhale, come back down. Keep your hands in place, but relax. For our last round here, you're gonna move your hands back 1 inch. Just get a little more traction. So elbows in, feet together. When you're next inhaling, take it up. Low cobra or full cobra. And breathe. Good, exhale, come down. This time, stack your palms, turn a cheek and relax. Let that go. Breathe up and down your spine a few times and release all that muscular effort. Now put your hands back underneath of your shoulders. Elbows in, curl your toes. Lift your kneecaps off the ground. Straighten the elbows to come back up to plank pose. Then go to down dog. Hips high, drop your head. Take a couple breaths here. Now you're going to slide forward into plank pose again, shoulders over the wrists. This time, either lower the right knee, pivot the back heel down, or roll to the outer edge of the right foot. Lift the left arm. Then lift. Take your core, your abs, your thighs, and lift up toward the ceiling. Away from the floor. Breathe. Exhale, come back down. And take it to the other side, either left knee down or roll to the edge of the foot. Good, lift your center, lift your core. And bring it back. Now lower your knees. Just sit back in child pose for a moment so you can relax that effort, let everything go. Take a deep breath. Then we're going to make our way to down dog in a way that really stretches out the shoulders a lot. So look up at your hands and walk your hands forward until your elbows are straight and lifted. Fingers wide. Then lift your hips just enough to curl the toes under and press your hips back down. Then keeping your armpits low to the floor just like they are, lift just the hips up into down dog. You should feel a really deep stretch once you're there. Good. All right, step your right foot forward between your hands. Lower your back knee down, raise your arms. Sit down in the hips, reach up high. Bring the palms together above your head. Bend your elbows and take your fingertips between your shoulder blades. Now, kind of intuitively, the elbows want to go out here, so pull them in toward your ears and draw them back. You really want to wrap the bicep in toward your face. Lift your heart without straining. Take your hips low. Now exhale, reach the arms back up, bring the hands down to your heart. Take your left elbow outside of your right knee and twist. And if you like here, you can lift the back knee. And if you want to take a fuller version of revolved side angle, you can open the arms, you can bind behind the back of the thigh. Whatever suits your body and mind today, just breathe and do that. And good. On an inhale, come back to center. Bring your hands down to frame your foot. Move through a vinyasa or go straight to down dog. Now step the left foot up between your hands. Lower the knee down. Raise your arms. Get the hips forward and down. Reach up high. Palms together above your head. Bend the elbows, take the hands back. Remember, elbows in and lift your chin. That does a lot. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take that twist. This time the right elbow hooks outside of your knee. Twists from the navel to the chest to the chin. And keep all those points moving away from one another. navel to chin. Extend, lift your knee if you want, bind if you'd like. Inhale, come back to center. Bring your palms down to frame your foot. And this time you're going to lift the back foot up. Step the toes together, touching. Lift the heels, sit down onto them, and come up to a tall squat. And this is definitely a balance pose, so find your balance first. And once you feel you have it, lift your spine tall, roll your shoulders back. Bring your breastbone toward your thumbs and vice versa. Breathe for a moment. And once again, we're going to try crow pose from this leg position. It's a little different than the wide squat, so hands down. Keep your toes and knees together as you lift your hips. Just get that hip lift, and then bring just your knees apart so they come down onto your upper arms. Look forward, lean forward, and maybe pop the toes up off the ground. Just using this as a different way to approach it. See how that feels. You may learn from this which way you like getting into it. One may be easier than the other. Just observe, and when you're ready, make your way back to down dog. Any way you like. Now take a nice deep breath in down dog. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it go. Then walk your feet up to your hands into a fold. And once you get there, drop the weight of your head and shoulders. Once again, grab your elbows for a moment, swing. Then you're going to interlace your hands behind your tailbone again. Squeeze the palms together, lift the arms away from your back, and pull with the knuckles to come up standing. Once you're up, maintain the bind. Draw the knuckles down toward the backs of your heels, lift your chest and chin, then release the bind. So really tall, a little bit of an upper back bend. Bring your hands to your heart. Space your feet hips distance. Lean over into your right leg, pick up your left knee. We're going to do that bind again. So once you have your balance here, grab hands behind you, straighten the elbows, and go into toppling tree. So slowly kicking that left leg back. Point the toe toward the back of the room and even up. Lift the arms, chin forward. Lots of breath. Then exhale. Release your hands to the floor. Turn this into a vertical split. Just walk yourself into that right leg. Lift the left leg higher and higher. Good. Now drop the left foot next to the right. And fold. Passive fold. Release the head and shoulders. Swing around if you like. Breathe. Now inhale and just come up with regular arms like you're coming up in a sun salute. Reach your arms overhead. Exhale, hands down to the center of your chest. Space the feet hips distance. Lean over to your left leg. Pick up the right knee. Get your balance. Then interlace the fingers behind you. Pull the knuckles straight down. Exhale, kick that right leg straight back. Point the toe to the back of the room and then up toward the ceiling so your knee gets very straight that way. Arms up, chin forward, breathe. Good. Now exhale, release the hands to the ground, take a deep fold. Walk your hands back toward that left foot. Fold, fold, fold. Lift the right leg high. Now step the foot next to the foot. And let it all go. And if you need to, exhale out your mouth. Alright, on your next inhale, lift up halfway to a flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back. Pivot that heel to the ground, walk to the center of your feet, turning your left toes with you so your feet are parallel. And lengthen your chin and heart forward. Get a really long spine. Hands right under the shoulders. Lift your hamstrings, then flatten the palms and walk them back in line with the feet for a fold. Bring your head toward the ground and continuing to lift your hamstrings up toward the ceiling. Good, really nice. Maybe shift some weight to your toes. Press your kneecaps more back. Inhale halfway up to the flat back. Exhale, put your hands on your hips. Inhale all the way up to standing. Reach your arms out into a T shape. Interlace your hands behind your tailbone again. Draw the knuckles down like we've done a bunch of times. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift your chin. Fold again. Draw the head toward the ground. Hamstrings up, arms away from your back. This is a really good place to completely let go of all the muscles in the neck. Front, back, the sides, around your ears. All right, from here, release the hands to the floor. Walk yourself back over to your left foot. Turn your feet with you so you're in a lunge, facing forward again. Then move through a vinyasa or down dog. All right, take a few breaths in down dog. Then bring your knees to the floor into table. Walk your knees up to your wrists. Cross your ankles. Sit behind your feet. And take your legs straight out in front of you. Now take your right leg wide. It doesn't matter how wide, just however much out you want. Bring your left foot to your inner thigh. Take your right arm out, parallel to the ground, and turn that palm up. You're going to drop that hand inside the foot, and maybe if it'll go, full forearm. Inhale, left arm up, open across the chest, reach that arm overhead, and maybe grab the outer edge of your right foot. Look up under your armpit toward the ceiling. Now, your next inhale, use that left arm to pull you up. Plant that hand behind you. Raise your right arm. Hook that hand outside of your knee and twist to the left. Look over your shoulder. Then inhale back to center. Cross that right ankle into your left with your knees in your chest. Bring your hands on the floor in front of you. Lift your hips up. It's kind of like you're going into crow, but your ankles are crossed. And you're just going to step or float to chaturanga. Move through a vinyasa. Back up into down dog. Stretch out, breathe. And once again, bring your knees to the floor. Walk them up to your wrists. Cross ankles. Sit behind your feet. Legs out. And this time the left leg will go wide, however much. Right foot to your inner thigh. Then left arm out, parallel to the leg, palm up, drop that inside. Right arm opens, and really get the opening across the chest. And now take your arm beside your ear. Reach for the outer edge of your left foot. Really reach for it. Turn your gaze up. Inhale, lift back up. Take that right arm behind you. Left arm up. Hook your right knee. Twist. All right, inhale, come back to center. Same thing, you're going to cross the ankles in. Bring the hands out in front of you. Lift the hips up and either step or jump to chaturanga. When it feels right, go through your vinyasa back to downward facing dog. Okay, now we're going to take a deeper sequence. You're going to take your right foot forward between your hands. And put your right hand inside of your foot. Hips nice and low here. Pivot heel down. simply raise the left arm. Keep the hips really low, open across the chest. Now several options. You can take a half bind behind your back with the left arm. You can take a full bind under your thigh. You can stay there, or if you have the full bind, you can look up to your foot, step the left foot up parallel to the right, and come up to standing on the right leg into inverted paradise. Get your balance there, and work the right leg up in the air. Good, if you're up in inverted paradise, put that foot back down. Keep the bind as you step back to side angle. Then we'll all open the arms up into a T shape. Straighten out the front knee and simply turn this into triangle pose. So your hand can slide up your shin. Open, look up, breathe. Just kind of lengthening the limbs after all that bending. And look down at your foot, bring the hands down and fan it out. Now, just take your left foot, step it up to the top of the mat, and step the right foot back to switch sides. Left hand inside the foot, pivot the heel down. Other arm under the thigh if you want a full bind. You can stay there, or step that right foot up to meet the left. Come up to balancing and standing on the right leg. Good. Exhale. Bring the left foot downwards up. Keep the bind. Step back. And we'll all open our arms into a T and straighten out the front knee. Triangle pose. And feel free to slide that hand again up the shin so you can keep the spine long, the arms open, the knees straight. And exhale. Bring the hands down. Bring the foot. Vinyasa or down dog. And then once again, bring the knees to the floor. Walk the knees up to your wrists. Cross your ankles. Sit behind. Extend your legs out in front of you. And put your hands behind you. So wrists are under shoulders and your fingers are faced forward. Now just give your spine an exaggerated lift here. Lift it tall. Bring the shoulders back. Open, cross your heart center. Then two options. You can either point the toes and lift up into reverse plank, or bend the knees to feet flat, hips distance. Lift up into a reverse table. In either case, drop your head back. Okay, so lift up. And then once you're up, your head is back, lift higher. Squeeze your core up again. Squeeze your hamstrings into your thighs. Squeeze your spine, your buttocks up. Last breath, and come down. Once you're down, keep your hands in place but relax. Then prepare the shoulders again, roll them back, lift the spine. One more round. Inhale up into either of those versions, and once you're up, take 4 breaths. And once you're down, feet wide, wrap your arms around your shins, relax your head down instead of your knees. Inhale up. Now keep your feet about as wide as the mat, or take them as wide as the mat. Pick them up. Hands on your knees and lift your spine tall. So kind of same shape we were in squat, and we're going to basically do the same pose we did. So you're going to put your right hand under your right knee and lift the left arm. And just like when we were in squat, you can bind here too, but this time it's under the thigh behind the back. Keep the toes pulling back toward your shin and look up. Keep your spine long and breathe. Inhale back to center. Lift the spine tall. Left arm under, right arm up. Stay there all night. And release. Come back to center. Now, full version of this. Take the knees to your hands, lift your spine tall, then pick up the heels Touch them together so the toes point out. Bring your arms under your knees. So the knees kind of hang out in the bend of the elbow. Join index finger and thumb. Point the toes straight out. Lift your spine as tall as it'll go, and close your eyes and breathe. All right, open your eyes, release all of that. Bring the legs down, stretch out. Wiggle the knees a little bit. All right, then scoot up toward the top half of your mat, just leave a lot of room behind you. Extend your arms out. Round the spine to the floor. And hug your knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze, rock side to side. Then back to center. Now you're going to put your feet on the ground like they would be for bridge pose. Hug the heels close to your sitting bones. And hips distance. So a basic bridge pose setup. Then you're going to take your right ankle and hook it over top of your left knee to make a figure four shape. So the right knee is actually moving kind of away from you, from the front of the room. Now, pushing through your palms and shoulders, lift your hips. And here you can do the same thing you do in bridge pose. You can roll the shoulder blades together and interlace the fingers like we've done a bunch of times today. Or if they won't quite go together, just keep the palms flat, but use the outer upper arm bones to lift your chest. Breathe into it. Exhale, roll the spine back down, release that right foot. And reset up everything. Bring your feet in close, feet hips distance, flat palms and shoulders. Switch. Left ankle hooks. Flex the foot, knee forward, lift up. Roll the arm bones underneath you just a little bit and get the lift of the hips and the shoulders. Exhale, come back down, release the foot, reset up everything. We're going to do one more back bend. So feet hips distance. And this time I want to give you an option. You can just do a traditional bridge pose. Both feet stay on the ground, lifting up, interlacing your hands behind your back. Or you can do upward facing bow pose, hands next to your head, lifting up to the top of the head or towards straight elbows. So choose your back bend and go up. And once you are up, count 5 breaths, come down when you're finished. And once you do come down, you're going to bring the soles of the feet together. And we're going to do the same arm thing we did in the very beginning. So lift your arms straight at the ceiling. Pull the shoulders down to the floor. Bend your elbows, grab them. Take that framework of your arms behind your head. And just let yourself fall into this open shape. Really try to relax your low back. If you can loosen the grip on your hands so your arms just fall into the shape. Take a couple of deep breaths right into the center of your chest, right at your heart center. Now release, bring your arms around to hug your knees, pull them into your chest, squeeze them in, and rock from side to side. Now rock back to center. Lift up your head and shoulders. Cross your ankles and rock back up into a seat. Now we're going to move the mats to the wall. So just kind of take over any place that where the mirrors are. So you can even go on the sides of them, but there's plenty of room for all of you. Turn the short end of your mat up against the wall. And we're going to apply all of this heart opening shoulder work we've done into an inversion. come down onto your hands and knees, facing the center of the room. And walk your feet back until your feet are flat against the wall and just the tips of your toes are touching. Then make sure, look down, make sure your wrists are right under your shoulders, fingers wide. Really press the palms. And as we go into this, try not to go forward with the hands. It will feel very intuitive to do that, but commit to not doing that. Place your palms here and don't move them. Simply lift the hips as if you're going to go down low against the wall almost. Step one foot up, then the other, then straighten the knees. And use your arms to press your chest toward the wall to get that same heart opening you've done. Make sure your feet are absolutely flat and your hips are right above your shoulders. Knees straight. And you can hang out for as long as you want. When you're finished, come down into child pose. Whatever amount of time that is for you. Once you come down into child pose, you're going to take a rest, let all go, and then do it one more time at your own pace. So whenever you're ready, just make sure you come back up, feet flat against the wall, wrists under your shoulders, then go up. And the most challenging part of that is to straighten your knees once your feet are on the wall. So it takes a lot of push, but don't move your hands to get that. Once your hands move, you take yourself out of the alignment. Then once you are up in it, it's pretty easy. It's the getting into it that's tough. Once you're there, drop your head and then relax. Push your chest toward the wall. Get that stretch. Breathe. Stay up for as long as you want. Come down whenever you're ready and back to child pose. Take your time. And once you're in child pose, take a really deep releasing breath. Inhale through your nostrils. Open your mouth, let it out. Now, extend your arms out in front of you. Press up into down dog. Walk your feet to your hands into a fold. Then come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. And we're going to do that same thing, but instead of our feet being on the wall, our hands are together. So same shape. Walk up to the wall. And to get the alignment, you're going to place your hands flat with your fingers face up right at where the bony part of your hips is. Then walk straight out until you're in that shape, 90-degree angle. And drop your chest and armpits and head down. You'll feel that openness across the heart and collarbones. You'll feel that stretch in the armpits. Press the wall away from you. You can stretch here. Now we're going to add a little something to it. You can inhale and take your right leg up in the air behind you. Parallel to the floor. Press through the heel. Press the wall away. If one elbow bent, in order to get into that shape, re-straighten. Good, bring that leg down. Even things out, straight elbows. Now switch. Other leg lifts, press to the heel, elbows straight. And release. Now, you're just going to bend both elbows and roll yourself away from the wall. Come back up. Turn around. Put your hips up against the wall with your feet far away, like 2 feet or so away and wide. And just simply fold down. You can let your weight go against the wall so there's absolutely no effort in this pose. Hang your torso, hang your arms, hang everything to breathe. Right, now slowly roll up. To standing, walk all the way up to the top of the mat. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, partway in the floor. Exhale, just step back to plank. You're going to step back, lower the knees, and once again, we're going to walk the knees up to the wrists, cross ankles, Sit back, extend your legs. Make sure your feet are hanging well off the edge of the mat to ensure room behind you. Arms out. Roll the spine down. Turn your palms face down next to your hips and bring the knees to the chest. We actually don't have room for what we're about to do, so never mind. Bring your knees into your chest. Cross your right ankle over top your left knee, just like we did earlier. Make that figure four shape. This time, though, pulling the left knee toward your chest. And just move the arms out of the way for a moment, off to the side. You're going to take that whole leg configuration over to the left until that right foot goes flat. Then grab that ankle with your left hand and look over with your right shoulder for just a variation of a twist. Take some deep breaths. Inhale, back to center. Undo the legs. Cross the other way. Left ankle hooks. Pull the right knee toward you. Take it all to the right. Until that left foot is flat. Grab that ankle. Relax the bottom leg completely. Look over your shoulder to the left. And once you're in this, wherever you may feel the stretch, which may be your outer thigh or just the whole thigh in general, try to relax it so you're not gripping or resisting the stretch. All right, inhale, come back to center. Undo the leg thing, squeeze your knees into your chest, rock a little side to side. Okay. Now rock up to a seat just so we can adjust ourselves. You're going to scoot yourself forward so that you have nothing behind you. So legs clear off the edge of the mat. And then just roll yourself back down. Take the legs up, palms down, feet behind your head. Hands to your low back, lift your legs up for shoulder stand. Then wiggle the elbows a little closer in to get taller. And of course, if this just isn't happening for you today, you can also lay with your back flat and your legs straight up. And point the toes and hang out. We'll take about 10 breaths in shoulder stand inversion. And you start to take your toes back behind your head for plow pose. Get the toes as close to the ground as they'll go. And if they touch, straighten out your elbows, turn your palms face down, and accentuate the fold happening here, the length in the spine. And with palms turned down, elbows straight, roll your spine slowly out of this, all the way to a flat back, lower the legs. Once the legs are down, slide hands under the sitting bones and make sure your elbows are straight and your neck is long. Then lift your head, look up, bend your elbows, prop up, lift your heart center toward the ceiling and drop your head back and down. Let's take one lion's breath together. Inhale through the nostrils. Stick your tongue out wide. Good, now roll out. And bring your knees into your chest slowly. Rock all over your spine. And do what feels organic here. Like you can make some circles, you can take your knees wide, maybe turn your head from side to side. Just begin to roll everything out. And let's take a happy baby after that. So reach inside with your legs, grab your inner or outer feet. Soles of the feet face the ceiling, draw the knees down toward the floor. And you can still rock here if there's room. And bring your legs or your knees back into your chest. One last squeeze. This time, lift your head and shoulders out, up, round out the spine. Then head and shoulders back down. Okay, back flat. Keep your knees in your chest. We're going to do that arm thing again. So, take your arms straight up to the ceiling. Shoulders down. Bend your elbows, grab them. Take that behind your head. Then lift your heels up to the ceiling, making the knees straight. Now, as we start to do this, since you're in this different arm position, you might need to bend your knees a little bit. That's okay. You're going to slowly lower the legs to the count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hover the heels 1 inch above the ground. Inhale, legs back up. Good. Now lowering to the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as the heels touch down, let the legs drop all that effort. And you can just let the arms undo into any shape you want to, whatever it feels good for the shoulders. So you can keep it bending the elbows, or you can bring your arms down by your side. Just set up for Shavasana, corpse pose. Wiggle your way onto your mat when it feels comfortable. Get nice and wide with the legs and the arms. Take a couple of deep breaths. Use those breaths to fully surrender all effort. And there's a lot of layers to the body, and all of those layers take on tension. Tension from excitement, tension from anxiety. So take a deep breath into your bones and relax your entire skeleton. And take another deep breath into your muscles and relax all of your muscles head to toe. And breathe as if your breath is going into the entire skin. Relax your skin. And relax and breathe into your mind. All of its different parts, emotions, energy, the different layers of our invisible body. Let it all go. Surrender your full self and simply be. awareness back to your breathing now. And slowly, once again, build your breath. Fill up your torso, move your breath through your limbs. Take your time bringing some movement back to your hands and feet. Finally, slowly take your knees to your chest, squeeze them back in. Roll yourself over to the side for breaths. Fetal position, pose of renewal. And from there, move with your eyes closed up to sitting. Sit up tall, roll your shoulders back, drop them down. We'll take a 5-breath meditation here. So without thinking it, just feel yourself inside of your body. Feel yourself from the inside, from head to toe. Just be with that sensation. At the same time, feel the space around your body. Front of the body, back of the body, side to side, above the body, below the floor. Broadening, expanding your awareness through yourself into the space around you. Without thinking it, just a direct sense. Continue or maintain that sense of openness for 5 breaths. Join your hands together at your heart center. Lower your chin down. And may we all have a lovely Sunday. Namaste. Thank you all so much. Have a good one. Are you gonna love me? Oh. Bye. Oh.
So lovely that everyone joined in. Have a great day. Thanks. We're going to do yin next. So if it's feeling good, just stay on or actually we'll start a new video, but we'll be trying to broadcast as many as we can all week long.
Sorry, I was having a